Wearing scars in the skits, old wounds in the bits. Every calling, every friend feels like Sunday once again. From the grind to the glow up, glass half empty, you pour more up. You take the weight we hold below and lift it on the lava walk of show. This that LeVar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry, yeah, we let it roll. Healing through a joke and a story for the soul. This that LeVar Walker Show, turn it up loud, let the whole block know. From pain to punchlines, watch the wisdom glow. Yeah, this that LeVar Walker Show. Hey, some days heavy, some days light. You still find a way to make it feel alright. When the world's too loud, when the bill's too high, I press play, hear your voice, and I remember why. This that LeVar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry.
And what's going on, good people? Welcome back. We are back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. You are here at the LeVar Walker Show podcast. I know some of y'all on your way to work. Some of y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Sunday, I went with the family. We went to Top Golf, and Top Golf has fallen off of the bone. Top Golf is cool. Top Golf used to be very nice. I don't know what happened. The drinks were shitty. The food wasn't great. Top Golf used to have great drinks, great food, and a wonderful time. And we were there. It was hot. It was so hot. Even when you go to Top Golf in the summertime and it's hot, it's still cool in there. It's like they trying to save on AC or something. I'm talking about even inside was hot. So Top Golf is garbage at this point. I mean, I swung a couple balls, got me some hits. It was cool. It's what it was. And it was decent, but I don't think I'll be going back. I can't believe it just fell off the bone like that. Who destroyed Top Golf? Out of all the places, now these places just gonna end up being empty. I guess somebody come in and buy them and take them over. I don't know. I was up late last night, couldn't get any sleep, so I watched this new movie on Netflix titled The Last House. I believe it was called The Last House. I'm gonna do a spoiler alert on this, so if you haven't seen it, please turn this off right now. It was interesting, but it was kind of stupid. It was really a stupid movie, man. It's really a dumb ass, like, it was just dumb. Like, they wasted their money on this movie, and once again in Netflix, all of the suits that were basically working in Hollywood and working at the studios have all moved over to Netflix to get in the way of great content, to get in the way of creators, to just be in the way because they're there to collect a check. And from this movie, I could see they were collecting a check because it's a stupid movie. And the movie is just basically about the octopus in the ocean decide, the octopus come together and say, we're going to lock all the humans in their homes till they die, and we're just going to take back Earth. It's a movie about octopus taking over Earth. And as I'm watching this and the octopus emerged, like these killer octopus, all I could think of was Calamari. It was the dumbest movie. The premise was stupid. It was just dumb. It was dumb. You was thinking it's an alien flick, but it's really about the octopus. Out of all the fish in the sea, I would like, y'all could have made like some killer sharks or something, like a shark that looked like a man or something come out there. But it's just a dumbass movie. I watched it because my phone was dead. And so I just wasted a lot of time. You know, that's the only way I could watch a movie now, too. My phone has to be completely dead for me to pay attention because I'm going to get in the scroll doom zone and I'm done. But really, my show right now is Landman. Shout out to Landman. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. We're going to get into it today, man. It looks like Keefe D, the Tupac trial begins today, and Keefe D, a.k.a. Keefe Dumb, will be standing trial for the 30-year murder of Tupac Shakur because his dumb ass, and look, I believe that everybody, you do wrong, your ass need to go to jail, but he's just dumb, right? And it's funny just how karma like catches people because this guy went, I guess he was in the car, committed these crimes, got immunity or some type of proffer from Las Vegas, Nevada. But it wasn't enough for him to just shut his dumb mouth. No. He wanted to go out and get on Vlad and do interviews and do a podcast because he wanted the attention of being a part of the crew that took Tupac out. And now he's going to spend the rest of his natural dumbass life behind bars. And he should rot. You should rot. It's good. You know, I'm so happy. And then to everybody else, if you're a criminal nigga, just stay out of the news. You can't be a crook and you need attention, man. It's either one or the other. Because we live in a time now, they gonna hang you. So he's about to go sit on this trial and they're gonna sandbag her. They gonna hang his ass out to dry. The only positive thing I can say about Keefe D being on trial for this murder is that he's 64, 65. At least at this point, he could get 3 meals in a cot. You know, he got some place to stay until he dies. But I even know the prisoners are looking at him like, you just dumb. Dumb. And they're going to use everything he told the police. They're able to open that back up and use that against him. So when he admitted to this, they're going to open up those cases. They're going to open up those records and use them again. And I don't know who his attorney is. I guess he has what do they call these guys? Who are the attorneys that help people that can't afford? What do they call them attorneys? What's the name of them? Tell me, chat. Good morning, Miss Rena, Spencer, and Alexander. What is the attorney's name? The ones where you can't afford an attorney, they give you a what? What is that called? Somebody tell me what's that called? What is that called? A public defender. Thank you, Miss Rena. Thank you. A public defender. So the public defender is basically, this is what I feel is going to happen. A public defender is going to put his hand, he going to look at Keefe D, he going to go, look, listen. I got you. Look, it's going to be okay. He's going to come in there with all the papers and probably a cheap-ass suit on, and he going to put his hand on Keefe Dumb. He going to put it on his shoulder and say, listen, this is going to be okay. And then with his hand on Keefe D's shoulder, he go look at the judge and say, Your Honor, we plead guilty. And then they gonna look at each other, and then the public defender's gonna walk off. Because there's no way. How do you fight this? The guy told on himself. He's stupid. It is just what it is. And I got something pulled up for y'all too. So let's see here. We can share this screen real quick. Dwayne Davis, who goes by the name Keefe D, the D for dumb, wrote a tell-all book. So not only he told on himself, wrote a tell-all book in 2019 laying out his role in the fatal shooting of hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur. The book, Compton Street Legend, opens in Las Vegas on the night of September 7th, 1996, with a play-by-play account of his plan to confront Tupac and Death Row Records CEO Marion Suge Knight in retaliation for an earlier fight. Davis wrote that he got a gun, hopped in a Cadillac with 3 others, and drove around looking for the pair. They spotted Tupac in a car and then pulled up next to it, he wrote. No words exchanged. The time for talking had passed. The ship was about to go down, he wrote. That version of events now represents the key evidence against Davis as he prepares to stand trial in one of America's most notorious unsolved murders. Prosecutors say Davis was the shot caller of the group that fatally shot Tupac and Wounded Knight in 1996 and is the only person among them still alive. The prosecution case is largely built on the defendant's own words, including his book. Listen to this dumb mother. The prosecution's case is built on the defendant's own words, including his book, podcast, and documentary interviews and statements to police. The jury will not have a murder weapon, getaway vehicle, or surveillance video of the shooting, but they'll have his statements. In this case, almost all of the evidence the state will seek to introduce will be to establish the credibility of defendants' various accounts of his role in the killing of Tupac Shakur, prosecutors wrote in a recent filing. Davis, 63, has pleaded not guilty to murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Since his arrest, he has said his prior statements were false and just an attempt to sell books, and he has blamed his co-author for inserting false information. This all creates an unusual dynamic, legal experts said. Prosecutors are said to argue the accused murder is credible and trustworthy, while defense attorneys will deride their client as a liar and fraud. It's quite the reversal. CNN chief legal analyst Anna Laura Coates said, "You rarely see something like that. He's the defendant, but he's also the star witness. This nigga's he's his own defendant." God, I wish I was the judge. I would just sit up there on the stand with just tears of laughter. I would just laugh and I would just kick. I would kick my feet in the air and roll around. Keith, what'd you say? And I would just laugh and I would say, Keith, how much time you think you should get? And he'd go, what? I say, how much time you think you should get? And I like turn into a game show and then Steve Harvey go busting the door. How much time your ass think you should get? And people just get up and they keep being like, I don't want no time. And everybody in the courtroom erupts and we just laugh and we kick our feet before we get this nigga life. That is what I would do. And then I'm saying, you're so dumb. Just dumb. Anyway, he's the defendant and an all-star witness. Quite frankly, CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson said the trial begins with jury selection Monday and is expected to last about a month. Davis faces up to life in prison if convicted. For his part, Davis has frequently discussed the fateful night, including on the day he was arrested for Tupac's murder in September 2023. Why they got you for a man to arrest the officer asked? The biggest case in Las Vegas history, he said. So he's kind of proud of this. It's very sick. See, he's a narcissist. And, you know, these niggas need attention. Niggas are like flies. They need the light. Niggas need the light. You know, it's not enough to be a crook. They want the light. They gotta shine. And I always compare this, and I've been doing this for a while, and I gotta bring this back in my bed. It's similar to, you know, when you have a fly, when you outside with the flies or the mosquitoes, and you put that light up, like that little light that zaps them, and the mosquito sees the light, and he can't wait to go into it and fap, and he zap, you know. And I'm sure that other mosquitoes and flies go, hey, man, you just need to chill, man. Don't go over there around that light. And then the other mosquito be like, nigga, that light is so beautiful, baby. I got to shine. And he just like, pow. And he just goes up and burns. This is what, I mean, my gosh, man. Very, very sad. Let me see. Davis. Okay, what the defendant told police. Davis has provided of accounts of his role in Tupac's murder a number of times, and his story has remained fairly consistent over the years. In 2008, he spoke to federal task force agents in a proffer, or an agreement in which a suspect gives potentially useful information to police under the condition that police cannot use it against them with some exceptions. In that interview, Davis said Tupac and Knight had assaulted his nephew Orlando Anderson on the night of September 7th, 1996. Davis then obtained a gun, and he, Anderson, and two others went search for Tupac and Knight in an attempt to retaliate, according to a document including a recent legal finding. He told law enforcement they spotted Tupac in a vehicle on Vegas Strip, made a U-turn, and pulled up to the rapper's vehicle. According to the document, Davis, sitting in the front seat, said Anderson in the back seat fired the fatal shots, according to the interview notes. Davis also told Las Vegas police about his role in Tupac's death. The proffer agreement meant police could not bring charges against Davis as a direct result of the information gathered from the proffer. Still, some details were revealed in Greg Kading's 2011 book, Murder Rap, and portions of it were later played in documentaries. Then Davis started speaking about the case publicly. In 2018, Davis agreed to an interview about the killings in BET's Death Row Chronicles. He outlined his actions that night and said the fatal shots came from someone sitting in the back of the vehicle. Going to keep it for the code of the streets.
I'm going to keep it for the code of the streets. I'm going to tell on myself. I'm going to tell her. I ain't going to tell her on myself because I'm dumb. I am Keefy dumb.
It just came from the back seat, bro. He published his book in February 2019 and wrote in detail about his desire for retaliation, obtaining a Glock pistol, searching for Tupac, and the moments that would change hip-hop forever. Tupac made an erratic move and began to reach down beneath his seat, Davis wrote. Pac pulled out a strap, and that's when the fireworks started. One of my guys from the back seat grabbed a Glock and started busting back. After the shooting, he said they drove away from the scene and abandoned their rental car. He said he and Knight are the only two people still alive who were there that night. The moral of the story, real gangsters are nothing to F with, he wrote. What about dumb gangsters? What about dumb? Davis said the process of writing the book was therapeutic. He called the proffer agreement the deal of a lifetime and said he was only speaking out because of his supposed protection. I would never have said a word if they didn't give me such a sweet deal, he wrote. I didn't have to do a day of time, and I didn't tell on anybody but myself because everybody else was already dead. Think about it. Let's go over that statement again. I'm going to act like the prosecuting attorney. Your Honor, I just want to read a statement. I want to read a statement from Mr. Davis where he says, I would have never said a word if they didn't give me such a sweet deal. I didn't have to do a day of time, and I didn't tell on anybody but myself because everybody else was already dead. Please give me the time. I want to go to jail, to shower with other men, and be in a sweat box in a sweaty house at 63. I get full health care and a roof. Unreal. After writing the book, Davis spoke in media interviews, including with Vlad TV, in which he encouraged people to buy the book. So I want to say this too, because a lot of people, they give Vlad a lot of flack. Let me say this. They call Vlad the police and Vlad the feds. These niggas go down there and they want the light. They want to shine. It is not Vlad's fault. I'm sorry. If you're that dumb, they're dumb. They're just dumb. They're not going down there just because, they're going down there because Vlad brings a lot of views and they get attention. So you want the attention. That's what this is about. Foggy memories, lack of witnesses. 4 years after this book was published, Davis was indicted on a charge of murder that closely matches his version of events. The indictment offers several possibilities, saying Davis allegedly killed Tupac and or he aided and abetted by the killing by obtaining a firearm and giving it to another person, and or he conspired to carry out the killing. To prove their case, prosecutors plan to use his statements against him, while the defense has tried to keep them out of the trial, argue they are false. In a pretrial hearing, the judge overseeing the case ruled to allow the jury to hear his book and media interviews, saying the proffer agreement did not cover public statements. She also allowed prosecutors to use the police proffer statements. Do you hear this? Do you hear? In a pretrial hearing, the judge overseeing the case ruled to allow the jury to hear his book and media interviews, saying the proffer agreement did not cover public statements. This nigga really told him. She also allowed prosecutors to use the police proffer statements, though she expressed some concerns with the legality. Coates called Davis' statements gold star evidence for the prosecution, especially in a case with little other evidence. This is a self-inflicted wound and aids the prosecution immeasurably. Otherwise, they'd have no way to get the information, she said. In a recent filing, prosecutors sought to establish Davis's credibility, saying many parts of the book are accurate and consistent with other evidence. For example, Davis wrote in the book he was wearing a Ray Luca crime story suit during the shooting, and prosecutors later found a Polaroid photo of Davis in that suit, according to the filing. While the book is salacious, prone to hyperbole, has inaccuracies and at least one substantial lie, the book generally described the provable life of defendant Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the filing states. By contrast, the defense will point to the parts of the book that are probably false in an attempt to discredit it, explained David Rogers, former Clark County, Nevada district attorney. It is really going to revolve around the truthful and untruthful statements in the book, he said. Prosecutors will have to overcome a few key hurdles in their case. It's been nearly 30 years since Tupac's death, so some witnesses have died and others may not remember precise details. Fading memories will be the enemy of this prosecution, Coates said. Several potential witnesses may have credibility issues too. Suge Knight, who was shot and wounded in the attack, has had his own legal troubles and is serving a 28-year prison sentence for a fatal hit and run. He is listed on the prosecution's witness list, but he previously told TMZ he would not testify in the trial. The theme of the entire trial is, who can you believe, Coates said. That answer is not easy and it's not obvious. It's not clear if Davis will testify, yet he offered a preview of his defense during his 2023 arrest. I ain't worried about it, he said. According to police body camera video, I didn't do shit. Yeah, and he has no money. He has a public defender. You gonna rot, Keith. Automatic 20, bro. Automatic 20 to life. He'll die in jail. Very, very unfortunate. Oh well. Do you get what you get what you wanted, dummy. You get what you want. We're gonna move it right along, man. Looks like people are up in arms. They're saying that Usher had a impersonator come out and perform for him. Now I got some footage from this concert. We could check that out. They say this is not Usher. I'm not gonna play the music because I don't want to play the music. But let's take a look at this. Let me see. I don't know if I could play that, but anyway. So they're saying it's not Usher. That look like Usher. That's Usher. You know why they said it's not him? Cause he got the sunglasses on and he got his stash and chin strap painted. Like he well not painted, but he got it trimmed different. It is him, but it's like y'all used to seeing him with that goatee. That's definitely Usher. But people are up in arms about it. They are up in arms. So, but it is him. I believe it's him. Chief Colas, I guess. He said that's not Usher, that's the deacon. He said that's the deacon. No, that's him. That's definitely him. Oh. Now, Akon really did that. Akon used to have his brother go stand in for him, and he admitted to it, but that's Usher. That's Usher, guys. Let's knock this off, okay? Let's knock it off. That man Usher getting that bag. He ain't got time to be playing. He has no time for that. And then y'all using these AI pictures. Y'all are using these AI pictures trying to generate him not looking like him or something, but it's definitely him. It's something else going too with a DoorDash. So a DoorDash driver accepted every order for 12 hours and only made $215 before deducting other expenses like gas. Um, let's pull this up. This is insane. Let me see.
Check out this video from Spencer Joyce's World. His channel is titled.
I want to blow that up. Oh, there it is. All right. Here we go.
To the comments on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to. Check out this video from Spencer Joyce's World. His channel is tagged in the comments on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to him. Spencer recently accepted every trip on DoorDash for 12 hours. Before the video plays, take a guess on how much Spencer makes across that time frame.
I just accepted every single DoorDash order for 12 hours straight. Started around 8 a.m. and ended around 9:15 p.m. on a Monday in the Virginia Beach area. I was dashing for about 12 hours and 10 minutes. I was active for 9 hours and 56 minutes. I put 221 miles on my 2009 Subaru Forester. My earnings before taxes, wear and tear, gas, insurance, etc. was $215. My biggest tip was $14.25 from a Food Lion grocery order, and my smallest tip was $3 from a Starbucks order. And I took 30-minute breaks between 10:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. and 3:45 p.m. and 4:15 p.m. I'm tired as hell, and my car needs a tune-up badly now.
So Spencer made $215 in gross earnings in the Virginia Beach area, driving 221 miles. That brings down to almost $18 per hour when you base it off of the gross earnings. But as you know, this isn't the full story. Gas, wear, and tear also have to be considered, as well as insurance and maintenance. Let's estimate that cost on the car. Let's make an estimate and say that Spencer spent $70 over the course of him driving for 12 hours. Could be more, could be less, but let's put that around $12 per hour. Drivers, do you think this is fair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to drive safe, drive smart, stay updated by following the rideshare guy. Check out this video from Spencer Joyce's.
That is really sad. I don't know why these platforms can't, you know, it's really disgusting. When I think of DoorDash, when I think of Uber, when I think of all of these platforms, these job share platforms or these gig platforms, y'all are billionaires. The investors, the owner, they have billions of dollars Why don't y'all just give people a bigger share of the earnings? That is unreal to me. And speaking of DoorDash, we have somebody who would know this way better than me. I'm glad he just popped in. One of the greatest stand-up comedians of our day. I don't know if you've seen this brother, but I mean, he gets down. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the hilarious Mr. Jordan Jackson. Yes, our expert. Jordan, can you talk, please?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, good. Oh, okay. Jordan, you looking good. You got the Wi-Fi signal strong. Jordan, I was talking about this DoorDash driver. He worked for 12 hours straight. He took every order and only made $221 as gross. That's before wear and tear on the car. Would you want to give some input on this?
Yeah, it's about basically how I was going down, man. The crazy thing, it ain't just DoorDash and Uber Eats that is why we're getting screwed when we're out here doing this DoorDash or Uber Eats. It's cheap people too. I had somebody order $103 worth of steaks and gave me $1 tip
Oh, God.
in a $1 million home.
Oh, I am so sorry, bro.
That's some bull, man.
I don't live in a minute. I'd at least give you a $20 tip, bro. I try to make sure I tip, dog.
It should be equivalent to being in a restaurant.
Now, were these black people?
No. Strangely enough, black people only burn you about 50% of the time.
They say you need some headphones. You got a loud echo.
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo too.
Am I echoing y'all? Just put your
You're not
headphones.
echoing at all.
Yeah, I know. I got it real professional over
I
there.
don't know why it does that sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, that sounds better. Oh, shit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, goddamn. Oh, Jordan.
That didn't work.
Oh, bruh. Why is all your shit gotta be trash? Look.
No, what it is, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna go out and come back.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna reduce. Well, you got. Let me take your echo cancellation off. Hold on. Talk now.
Talk now.
How that sound, y'all?
I know they hear it because I hear it on my end too.
You still hear the echo? Let me try it again. I just put edit mic. All right. Say something now. You still hear the echo?
Still hear that echo? Yep.
Damn, Jordan. We gotta get this together, man.
It's like this.
Huh?
Hold on. I'm gonna go. See.
I try to turn. Let me see if I turn you down. That's what I do. He said turn you down. Let me take that off. All right, Jordan, talk now. You might be better. Jordan. We gonna remove Jordan. We gonna let him get back right. He'll be back. But this is what I would suggest. If you are doing, bruh, the only way, he got another one on. Let me see. Hello?
Testing. Damn.
You still here?
Bro, I don't know what that is.
Hold on. Let me turn this one down. You got 2 settings on here. Try it now. Talk now.
Talk now. No.
You still got echo?
Yeah. I'm gonna try my other phone.
You getting off? Well, look, in speaking of this, with this DoorDash thing, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever, I would propose to y'all to solicit, Cause that's the only way you can make some money. Like maybe if you got something to sell, maybe if you like. I was thinking like if I'm looking for work as a roofer or something, like I do DoorDash, because now I can talk to people. Or if I'm selling doors, or just something. You know how people knock on your door. What better way to pitch than with that? And yeah, you might get cussed out here and there, but still, it got to be a way because you making the contact, you making the engagement. So there's no other way. Let me see. All right,
Testing 1 2.
I'm
Bro, I
trying
don't
to.
know what it is,
I'm trying to
bro.
get you. I took your mic down. Try it now. Say something.
Say something.
Still, yeah, he cooked. He's cooked, guys. I don't know. Jordan got to invest in.
Check out this video from
You got to
Spencer
invest in
Joyce's
equipment.
work.
I don't. Let me see. So yeah, it's really sad though. But these companies really need to invest more back into the people. I mean, and to everybody that's out there dashing, Ubering, Uber Eats, whatever you're doing, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are the backbone of the economy right now. So, it's what it is. I mean, I think he doing it on his phone, Drake's dad's mustache. I think that's what he doing. Let me see. But we're going to move it right along. I wanted to go over Drake. I don't know. I did a little video on Drake because Drake has been accused of tricking and all this stuff. Jordan is back, y'all. He's back again. Let's see.
Testing. But you know what I think it is?
Are you
I think
watching
if you give,
yourself at the same time or something?
yeah, I'm watching myself. I gotta see myself.
Yeah.
No, but I think what it is the StreamYard app itself be still open. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was on StreamYard previous.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out because it says if you hear echoes. Hold on, you know what? Let me go into this board and see what happened and use Bluetooth. Maybe it will be better.
And what up, Michael Moore? We were waiting for Jordan to get together here. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna pull up this. But since they say Drake, he say two mics is open. Somebody say two mics is open, bro.
Oh, is that what makes it do that?
Yeah, it's two microphones open. Do you have more than one StreamYard open?
That's what I was thinking. Let me see.
Oh, bro, I've been up all night. I don't be sleeping. Let me see.
Come on, stupid thing.
Well, while you getting together, let me know. Just tap me. I'm gonna put you back behind the curtain.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put him back behind the curtain. And right now we're gonna look at Drake on here. Let's see.
Okay. What do we? Just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
Arr, 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 arr.
Good boy.
Yeah.
I get. Yeah. You know what the role play?
I'm
would
like,
be-
I know exactly what to do.
you know
here.
what? Never mind.
Okay, we should continue this.
Now you have lube on you. Congratulations.
Oh, well, I've done worse for less, honey.
Nice.
Thank you. You really fit this vibe. So elegant. Okay. What do we?
Now, people were up in arms because Drake barked like a dog for this young lady in Goth. And also, people have been kind of hating on Drake because Drake is catering to the ladies. Drake had a party or something. He gave a girl a car. He bought him some Hermes bags. And a lot of people been calling him cake and just he's been receiving a lot of hate. And they say it's tricking, but I'm going to go with Drake's dad's mustache. It's not tricking if you got it. And the brothers that's saying this, y'all the same niggas going to the DR. See, money is relative. And Drake got so much paper in US dollars where a Birkin bag is like him buying a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Like it's a big deal to us. It's a big deal to the young lady, but to him, it's literally pocket change. You know, just like when y'all go to DR, y'all go to these third world countries, and these women make y'all feel like y'all handsome, and you're not. You a trick, like you breaking bread, but it's not so much bread to hurt you. You know, so you can go over there and get you some for the $100, the $50. Okay, because their money is not on the same level as the US dollar. And we don't even have too much longer with that because once in the next 10 years, if they get rid of, if we're no longer the petrodollar, we're in trouble. Our money is going to deflate. It's going to be very, very bad. But yeah, I think Drake is having a good time. I think Drake is dope. Like Drake the #1 rapper because he caters to the ladies. That's the reason. You go to a Drake concert, that's what a hoe's gonna be. They not, you know what I mean? It's just fact. And I know that whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing, yeah, okay, Kendrick can rap. He's a great rapper, yada, yada, yada. But the hoes is going to see Drake, bro. You want to see hoes, you going to the Drake concert. And that's just what it is. You can call them what you want, light skin, mad. You could be bad at whatever, but the hoes going, that's where the hoes gonna be. And who don't want to be around the hoes? So I'm not mad at Drake. He's having fun. And here's Drake talking about the connotation. Let's see what he has to say about tricking. Let me see.
So don't be afraid to do something for somebody. So don't be afraid to do something for somebody. You know, I was saying the other night, I hate the term tricking. Because tricking has a negative connotation to it, like you're doing something for somebody for something in exchange.
Expectations in return, yeah. Feel it.
It's just nice to make somebody else feel good. Like, you know, like Jordan. Jordan is such a bright spirit with so much electric energy, and I just like seeing her feel good. I like seeing all these women feel good. Thank you. Oh shit, I didn't know she was still here.
You can't say her name too loud because now you summoned it.
Scared the shit out of me.
What the shit was that?
But yeah, no, I love seeing people feel good, and that might do something for you in life more than trying to get that watch, get that whip for yourself. You know, fill that bank account up. It's always good to have personal goals, but do something for somebody else. You might feel a little more than strapping a watch to your wrist or driving that new car, moving into that new place. I know those are important things too. Quality of life is important, but you start to do things for other people, you go home. Even if you're lonely, even if you had a rough day, a tough day, you'll sit there and think, damn.
Yo, I agree with Drake, man. Like, why have a bunch of money and just hoard that shit? Like, what's the purpose of having all that goddamn money? You just hoard the money and you gonna die any damn way. Especially if you can make somebody happy. If you got an extra and you could do something, just cool. And I ain't even talking about giving the shit to charity because charity's stealing your shit too. But let's see. Okay. Hopefully.
I think we in like Flint.
Oh my gosh. He finally got it together.
It's good.
It sounds good. What y'all think, chat? Is Jordan is back? Chat. How he sound? How does Jordan sound, chat?
You can hear me though, LeVar?
I hear you loud and clear. It sounds good. I mean, on my side. I mean, you sounded straight on my side either way.
Let's see what the people say.
Somebody say it's still echoing.
Damn.
Say it's still the same. I hear echo. I've tried everything, bro.
How about action? How about now?
Man, I done turned
Still hear
it
echo?
down. Y'all still hear the echo? Let's say it's terrible still.
Terrible still.
Yeah.
He got his mic on. Of course, I gotta have a mic on so he can hear me.
Do you have any other windows open? I'm gonna turn my volume down.
Is there echo button?
Let me turn my
out the
volume.
echo.
I'm gonna turn my volume down. Let me see.
How about now?
How about now? Guys, I just turned my volume down. Do y'all still hear echo?
I don't know what's going on, bro.
I turned all my volumes down. Look, we just gonna push through this, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with us. Anyway, we were just talking about they say you got a second device on, bro. But anyway,
What device? I don't know.
yeah, we just gonna push through it. Anyway, I was talking about Drake. That people are up in arms with Drake. They saying he tricking, and it's a lot of madmen, a lot of incels. They don't like it. They don't like Drake treating the ladies kindly and buying them cars and giving them Birkin bags. And I don't understand it. What do you think about this, Jordan? Now we can't hear you at all.
I thought about mute the mic. Maybe that was the second mic. Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
What's it now?
They were getting on Drake, talking about Drake is being a trick because Drake was just on a live stream where he's buying ladies cars, he's giving them money, and a lot of the incels, a lot of these mad men that sit behind keyboards and can't buy pussy, they're upset with Drake because he's being nice to the ladies. How do you feel about that?
Hey, man. Some people call it simping and all that, but it ain't if you got it. Congratulate, don't hate.
I will 100% agree. And I just watched a video, and I'm going to let you look at this too. But this is Drake talking about tricking.
So don't be afraid to do something for somebody. I was saying the other night, I hate the term tricking. Because tricking has a negative connotation to it, like you're doing something for somebody for something in exchange.
Expectations in return, yeah. Feel it.
It's just nice to make somebody else feel good. Like Jordan. Jordan is such a bright spirit with so much electric energy, and I just like seeing her feel good. I like seeing all these women feel good. Thank you. Oh, shit, I didn't know she was still here.
You can't say her name too loud because now you summoned it.
Scared the shit out of me.
What the shit was that?
But yeah, no, I love seeing people feel good, and that might do something for you in life more than trying to get that watch, get that whip for yourself. Fill that bank account up. It's always good to have personal goals, but do something for somebody else. You might feel a little more than strapping a watch to your wrist or driving that new car, moving into that new place. I know those are important things too. Quality of life is important, but you start to do things for other people. You go home, even if you're lonely, even if you had a rough day, a tough
Yeah.
day, you sit there and think, damn.
Yeah, I agree with Drake, man. I mean, what's the
Yeah, me
purpose?
too.
You know, a lot of guys, you want to hoard your money. The thing about it is everybody's gonna die. And that shit don't mean nothing. We all gonna leave this earth, and it's just like we're gonna leave this earth, and after we die, after 50 years or probably 10 years, you'll be forgotten. And the only memories you be have is how you treated people or what you did for a person. And I agree. I agree. It's too many people just alone and miserable and shit. You just sitting up counting money with nothing else. So it's we're gonna go into the chat. Juan Cope XL Max said, no, to be honest, we upset with Drake because he sat there and tried to sue somebody after he started a beef. That's why we don't like Drake. I don't even know when he started a beef, However, when you look at these record companies, you propped up a guy with bots. They ran this whole campaign to destroy this man and call him a pedophile on a national stage. So, he did not sue the rapper. He went after the record company. And I don't blame him. I honestly don't blame him. How you feel, Jordan?
I mean, I feel like that's what he's supposed to do. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't blame, like, and I know, Jordan, you West Coast. I don't know if you a Kendrick Lamar fan, but
Huge fan.
the only reason Kendrick Lamar even did the Super Bowl was because of the Drake diss, and I do believe it was a conspiracy with Universal Music Group to tear Drake down because he's amassed too much power of being independent. To be that big, to be that independent, you basically just cause the destruction of the record business, to be honest. So I think they did want to devalue him. They wanted to destroy him. And he's coming back. He's going to make up for what they took from Michael Jackson and Prince, I believe. So, yeah.
Of course he is. That's why he dropped all the albums, and even his Rush albums was good because at first just to be honest and transparent, I was hating it a little bit. But when I went back and listened to him, I was like, even though they should rush albums so he can get out of his deal,
Hmm.
albums are good.
The albums are good, man. I had the same. I agreed with you in the beginning. I listened to it. I was like, "Yo, this shit whack." And then, man,
It gotta grow on you a
it
little
just
bit.
caught me. I'm like, "Oh no, this is dope." So, shout out to Drake, bro. Um, I don't know. Shout out to him. Keep on spinning. Let me see what else they say. Somebody want me to shout them out. Clown Hardcore Wrestling. Shout out to them. Go sub to whatever he's doing over there. Shout out to him. And that's a really good acoustic in his house. All right, I guess you sound better now, Jordan.
Oh, is it?
Narcoleptic. We black people need to save, pass it on. It's not like other people. I mean, the black house whole hasn't ever had as much money as maybe I'm doing too much. Well, bro, this is just about Drake. This is not. I'm not referring to the whole fucking community. Okay, that's a different discussion. This is just me talking about the most famous rapper or one of the biggest rappers on earth. So that's all. Is this nigga trying to justify tricking? Once again, Juan Cope XL Mag is not tricking if you have it, bro.
If you got
You
it.
might not have it. You might not be in the financial position to do as much for women and make them happy and shit and do that shit, bro.
Man,
Include
LeVar, think
somebody
about it,
else.
bro. When you talk about the simping, okay, you can have whatever you like.
Come on.
Was a song that I used to hate when it came on because I couldn't give her whatever she liked. But the niggas who had it was like, you could have whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
T.I. wrote that, boy. He was on fire when he wrote that shit.
Oh, I used to hate that song. I was broke as well, not broke. I was in between blessings. I used to hate that song.
Let's see what else. Ooh, I
And
want
Scrubs. Oh my
You
God.
know what I want to go over? This was interesting, man, because this is our comedy segment of this. Uh, I was listening to Brandon T. Jackson on the Art of Dialogue speak, and I'm gonna show you. I think I might have it in my phone. No, no, no. I'm gonna pull it up because I got it in my phone. I want you to let's go over this. I mean, it all boils down to the same discussion we always have. And here we go. Pull this up on my phone. And then after this, we'll probably conclude. Okay. Let me see.
Man, killing me.
Hmm?
No, I'm trying to share this stuff. They be trying to make you put a damn title in here, man. I'm just trying to share this very quick. Shoot.
Let me see if they can hear this.
Next level. I mean, I'm back.
Can y'all hear that? Did you hear that, Jordan?
Yeah, I heard it.
Hey, y'all, did y'all hear him talking?
Then I had 4 #1 movies before I was 25. I don't know what other level we can go to.
Did y'all hear Jordan Jackson talking? Guys,
Worked with Eddie Murphy.
Guys, chat. Let me know if y'all heard it. Can y'all hear him
Will
talking?
only person I worked with was Will Smith and Denzel.
Chat, because I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in it. Did you hear Jordan Jackson talking? Not Jordan Jackson, Brandon T. Jackson. Can you hear the video? Can y'all hear this video I'm playing? I know you could hear Jordan, but can y'all hear the video?
And Brad Pitt for the most part. So it's like, what other level can I go to? You know what I mean? At that time, it's like, what other level?
Okay, cool. Let me start it over. Okay, let's listen to what Brandon T. Jackson has to say, guys. Here we go.
You know, it took me to the next level. I mean, back then I had 4 #1 movies before I was 25. I don't know what other level we can go to. I worked for Eddie Murphy. Only person I worked with was Will Smith and Denzel and Brad Pitt for the most part. So it's like, what other level can I go to? You know what I mean? At that time, it's like, what other level? After working, I worked with Eddie when I was 27. I worked with Martin when I was 26. It's like, I burned myself out, and then I hit a glass ceiling because I was trying to top myself. And nobody to this day, even the young dudes, still haven't topped not DC Young Fly, not nobody. Nobody in my comedian circle, and I love this, and I'm not shouting nobody out like that, whatever, has topped the box office that I've done. Even though it's a long time ago, they still haven't topped it. Not Mojo, none of these guys. You know what I mean? Only person. I mean, in my class, out of all of them, no one has done what I've done in film from a comedian, from coming from the comedy world. And people don't realize that.
You know what's most interesting about this is, first of all, everybody he mentioned was not in his class, bro.
Right. That's what I was trying. That's what I was.
Like, nigga, first of all, you started doing comedy in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. That's number one. Number two, for him just to bring them up is just hate. Like, I know this is a clip of the interview, but for him,
Yeah, you can give yourself accolades without naming anybody, because
right.
you can't take away themselves at the box office. And at one time, he was super hot. I haven't seen the stand up part of it.
But see, this goes back to a time when I think of Brandon T. Jackson, he was picked. The people didn't pick him. Like, bro.
Yeah, he was plugged. There had to be somebody black, and that's what it was.
It was a guy, because pre-internet, we can't do this show. We're not here. So Brandon T. Jackson, young black guy, these
And
white
he was funny in those movies.
he was decent. These white people in charge
No, he was
saw him.
better than decent, LeVar.
I
Stop
mean, he
that.
was cool. I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying he was garbage, but I'm saying damn near any nigga could have been in all them films, honestly.
Nah, I don't think
Well,
so.
I ain't gonna say that, but I mean he was plucked. He was plucked by the industry, bro. And that shit don't work no more. So he's sitting there.
Yeah, but he's plucked, but he still had to make it work. He still carried the roles that he was in, so you got to give him appreciation for that.
I did.
And they came, and we went to theaters to see him. You may not, but my class did.
I don't think we necessarily went to theaters to see him. He was always with a cast. This nigga was with the
That's what I mean.
actors.
But that's what I mean. We knew who he was early. There wasn't that many of us.
Bro, even as a comedic actor at that time, he was average. Because you got to think, you had at this time when he was popping, you had the Chris Tucker, you had Vince Vaughn, you had a lot.
No, but he was popping before Chris Tucker, though, wasn't he?
No, he a little bit after Chris Tucker. No, he's.
Are you
Chris
sure?
Chris Tucker's a little bit before Brandon T. Jackson. I think Brandon T. Jackson it had to be early.
You got to look that up, bro. I think you're wrong.
Let me see when his career started. Let me see.
I mean, he's still kind of young. I mean, he was young in those roles. Because he was 27 with Eddie.
Okay.
I think he was
first movie was Roll Bounce, nigga. That's 05.
No.
Yes, Roll Bounce came out in 2005, bro.
And Chris Tucker was popping and when?
Well, Chris kind of.
When did Friday come out?
Early 2000s, but he shot to the moon. And what the industry tries to do, they try to, when one black dude go to the moon and, Chris Tucker got like kind of big eyes and shit, the voice, they always want to not replace them, but make more of them to make more money. So like.
But what year did Friday come out?
Friday came out in 1996, 97. So Chris Tucker had been blown up for maybe 4 or 5 years before Brandon T. Jackson. Or 9 years, something like that. But Brandon is 40 now. It's like, nigga, you talking about Mojo. Mojo and them, they in their 30s. And if all that shit he talked about meant something, he would be selling a large amount of tickets right now, today.
Who?
Brandon T. Jackson. He can't say it.
But that was 20 years ago.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. A lot of comics think
he had to reinvent himself.
Those past accolades don't mean shit. Your television, your movies, nigga, it means nothing in 2026. And that's what a lot of
things have changed, bro.
Things have changed. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. I hate when people ask me, hey, LeVar, what you want me to say about you before you come on stage? Just say LeVar Walker come to the stage, bro. I don't need you quoting a comic view clip or Uncle Drew. They don't care, bro. They don't care. People are buying their ticket going, oh, look, he was in the Uncle Drew movie. He was the manager in there. I got to go see him. No, you have to build your following online. You have to, do these daily posts and posts. It's so different now. It was easy back then, man. Once you got picked by the industry, once the industry said, hey, this is the guy, he had no competition. Because, hell, I couldn't just get on TV like that or get in the movies like that. He didn't have no competition.
Right.
Now it's competition everywhere. Everybody's a star now. But, yeah, man, that's what it is. I just don't know why he would bring them up like that, though. That was weird. That's weird behavior, bro.
Because we're talking about him right now. And that's why.
That's weird.
Think about it.
probably say it's Puddlefoot.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Y'all ready me to put my foot in the puddle?
What?
No, Puddlefoot.
Damn, man, how can I get rid of this echo, bro? Let's get on my
Bro, it don't
nerves.
matter because we about to shut this shit down. I got shit to do.
Oh,
Well, guys, we gonna wrap this up. Thank you, Jordan, for coming in. Work on that. Talk to Jim and I. Ask him what you can do about that echo.
now I can't even hear him.
But we gonna wrap this up because I got stuff to do today, and this has been
You put it on mute?
No. Can you hear me? Hello? Yo. Come on, quit playing.
Hello?
You can't hear me?
I can't even hear you. What you hit a button or something?
God damn it. Yo, yo, yo. What the fuck?
You did something, bro.
Testing. No, I'm hot. You probably can't hear me. Your shit
It's my
broke.
cue to get the heck up out of here.
Well, look, guys, we gonna call it a wrap, man. Y'all call me. I'm out of here. Holla back.